Good morning, growers, and welcome back to Growing with Plot 21. Hello to all the new subscribers. My name is Mark, and welcome. So this week is going to be slightly different because it's summer holidays and I have some time off. So I thought I would take you down to the plot every day that I go down this week to show you what's going on. So obviously today we start at the house, so I'll give you a little update what's going on in the backyard, and then we'll head to the plot and I'll give you an update of what's happening at the allotment. I will be able to go every day, but I won't be able to go for long times of the day because obviously it's summer holidays and there's other stuff that we need to do. But at least the plan, hopefully, weather permitting, is that I'll be able to get down every day to do something. The weather at the moment is absolutely mad. It's just, we've had the heat waves, and then this week we're getting lows of 12, 13 in the mornings, drizzly, overcast, cloudy, and then by afternoon it's getting out to 24, 25 degrees. So from a growing point of view, it's really good with the drizzle, the cold, and then the heat. But I think we're not used to this weather at all because now 20 degrees feels absolutely cold, whereas before 20, 22 degrees was absolutely hot. It's mad. Anyway, let me take you outside and show you what's going on. So outside we have some casualties. So this is the Brussels sprouts. This is now completely dead, so I'm going to sort out the root ball and then compost it. This is the courgette, which again didn't produce anything, and it's starting to die back now as well, so I'm just going to do the same as that. This is the celery, which we're not having any casualties at all with at the moment. I don't know when you're supposed to harvest it. It's looking really good. Like the underneath is starting to bulge a bit. Like when I read something, they had to be 30 centimeters tall by so many centimeters wide before you harvest. But then also it says that if you leave it too late, they will be too tough. So I don't know, I might cut off one and see what it's like and go from there. But yeah, let me know if it just still keeps growing on, or if you need to harvest it as you go. This had the cauliflower in, so the compost is all ready for something else to grow in. These are the peppers here, which are doing relatively well. We're getting one here, two here, oh no, four. Yeah, so they're starting here. We're getting one here. I don't know if they're small because they're two plants in one pot, or it's just the way it is. Blueberry, we're getting the odd tiny blueberries now and then. I am going to repot this. Not repot it, I'm going to take it out, re-soil it and stuff in the winter. This is where the potatoes were in. So that's just a bag of soil that we used. I'm going to do the Christmas potatoes in the next couple of days. I've been harvesting the lettuces, which have been good, and then behind them we have carrots. I don't know what I think these are lettuces as well. But we have carrots and they're quite sparsely spaced out, so yeah, let's see how the carrots go here. More deadness, and then in here these are the cabbages that I started off last week, I think it was. Now the problem that we've got is that I didn't label them. So I think these ones at the front are Savoy cabbage, and I think this one is red Drummond, but we have cauliflower, Savoy and red Drummond cabbage. However, we're not really getting much more germination. Like there's a tiny thing here, but I don't think that's anything. And it's been warm in here, as you can see. I don't know if you can see it actually. Higher 58 degrees, lower 13, with a mean of 19. So it is decent in here, because I wanted to trial if I could start from seed in here to make things easier, like so they're not starting from seeds inside. But like I said, I don't know what is what. If it's definitely red Drummond, it'll start being red, so I'll see that. But yeah, it's either Savoy, red Drummond, or cauliflower. But let's see what happens. Okay, so that's everything at the plot. No, everything at the house. So now we'll head to the plot. So we're down at the plot, and this video is about just assessing what needs to be done, because I don't have lots of time, and also I want to harvest the potatoes. So the main thing for today is assessing what needs to be done this week, and then to harvest the potatoes. There will be some days where I'll have more time down here than other days, but obviously I don't want to spend all of the time down here when it's in the summer holidays, because obviously there's some family time that needs to be happening as well. But I do want to get a dent in what needs to be doing this week, so that it makes it easier going forward, because at the end of this week we are off to Anglesey for a week, so obviously nothing will happen while we're away. So this week is kind of assessing and doing jobs that need doing, and then prepping stuff so that things can be left for a week on their own. So we're starting in the shed, and what a shed it is. It's a complete mess. Cardboard boxes everywhere, everything everywhere. I did sort it out. It's mainly just the floor, it's not everything else. So if I get time today, I might just sort it out, pile the boxes up, make a thing. I am going to renovate the shed. If you watched Danny's video a while back when he built his shed, he's done a nice inside and stuff like that, so he's kind of spurred me on to renovate it. But the renovation of the shed will be in the winter, probably, when there's less jobs to do outside. So let's have a look at what's going on outside. So this is the bench. I'm going to get some wood. I need some more wood slats, 3 more to go in here. Then I need to paint the metal, and then find some paint for the wood as well. So hopefully I'll either get the wood and I can paint it, or at least I'll get the wood, and then we can crack on. We're starting to do the bench as well, for somewhere to sit. There's weeds everywhere. Can't even grab them. Let's have a look at them. Okie dokie. Pond. I'm going to rethink the pond. Well, not rethink it. It needs sorting out. It's lost so much water in the drought. I don't have enough water in the water butts to fill it back up. I don't even have enough water in the water butts to water. So, yes, it needs sorting out. The plan is to get another water butt, and then I can produce more water to help with the pond. And then I'm thinking a few little plants around here, like these ones that are doing at the moment, but not weeds, actual plants that can grow and make things half decent. Okie dokie. This bit needs sorting out. It's just an absolute mess. We've got the makeshift cage that I use, we've got excess wood, we've got pallets, etc. This all needs sorted out at some point. It's not urgent, so potentially it's not a job for this week, but it does need sorting out. Also, what needs sorting out is behind the compost. Obviously the comfrey that I brought over is doing well. It's growing, which is good, so I can use it to put into the compost. These again all need sorting out. Still need to go to the recycling and get rid of the waste tip and stuff like that. And then obviously this all needs chopping, digging, cutting back. And then I don't think I've shown you the compost for a while. Looks like things have fallen in.
that's not ideal. So let's have a look. I think it needs chopping up into little pieces. There's lots of wood sticks and stuff, but a lot of that stuff can be for the bug hotel. Oh, look at that massive slug in here. How lovely. Well, I'll leave it in there because then at least it'll stay away from my other plants. This is the second bay that I've not used yet, but obviously it's starting to get a bit weeded. So these are just the excesses from the pumpkins. They will go in here, cut down, and then I'll sort this thing out. I want to lift up this membrane and see actually what's under it, if it's all died back or not. Like this is not my plot. My plot ends here where the compost is. So this is like just an accessor path, but obviously it doesn't access to anything because you just go down here. So technically this is my plot. So obviously I don't want this to overgrow with grass and weeds and stuff like it's done here. But it'd be nice to repurpose the membrane to other areas. I did move one of these pallets over around the side so that anybody could take it if they wanted it. So obviously this is a bit more open now. So I've been able to cut back a little bit, but again, all of this needs cutting back. This is the second compost, the Dalek, which has got mainly weeds and stuff in it. Weeds and food and stuff. And onions that weren't gone to seed and stuff like that, but that's doing okay. This main membrane here, again, it needs looking into. It's the whole width, the whole length. So I need to pull it up and see what's underneath it, see if it's actually killing, and then rejig it a little bit. It will remain. Because this big one, this heavy sheet, this is under the shed, so it will remain where it is, and this is under the pond, it will remain. It's just trying to make it a bit more nicer. Tomatoes we're getting. This is the volunteer tomato from last year. Looks like it's just a cherry tomato, but it's doing very, very well, which is good. Cucumber is trying to cucumber. But oh damn, whoa, okay, we got a cucumber, but maybe it's a bit too big and a bit too thingy now. Yeah, oh, did not even see that. That's interesting at all. And I'm not even looking. Sweet peas are turning into pods, which is good. I'll grab them for the pods. That's good. Under the tree, the normal peas are coming up, and we're getting some pea pods, which is nice. So we might have some pods. Oh, look at it. Is it a grasshopper? I think it's a grasshopper. See it hop? See if it'll hop. There we go. Hopefully you got it on camera. Peas, yeah, I want to talk about peas. Yes, they're doing well. Strawberry in the veg truck are trying their best, but it's just too hot, and I've not been able to keep on top of the watering with this. It's literally bone dry, and I've not been able to get on top of it. We do have some strawberries, but no major, and most of them have all died, or are dying back, or trying. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to rethink the veg truck next year. See what we can do. Then we move on to the potato bed and parsnip bed. These were the parsnips, but obviously there's no parsnips here. These are the potatoes. This is the second lot that I planted. First lot is in here. This is what I'm going to harvest today and see how they are. Apple tree wise, as I said the other week, we do have some apples, but not many. I think 3, 4, something like that. It's not done very well at all this year, but I'm thinking that's because I obviously chopped it all back. It's just getting too big for me to manage. and I'm and ahhing whether I should just get rid of it and maybe put a few smaller apple trees in the middle. Let me know what you think. Should I get rid of it, or should I just hack it back a bit more and make it more manageable? Yeah, I don't know. This weed is growing back with a vengeance. That'll have to be dug out. Not cucumbers, beetroots are doing well. The bed just needs weeding a little bit. And then we have cabbages and Brussels sprouts. So Brussels sprouts are trying. We're getting somewhere, and the cabbages, red drum cabbage, I think, is ready for harvest potentially. The sun's coming out now, it's really hot. I can get away, it's a decent size, I don't know if I can get away with making it grow a bit more. The issues I've got is obviously that when I'm away from next week, if it over goes, then that's it, it's gone. So let me know what you think. Should I harvest it now, or should I wait? Turning to the runner beans, they are climbing lovely, and they're flowering, but we're not getting, it's hard with one hand, let's see if it climb up, we're not actually getting any beans, can't see any at all, so we'll just see how it's going on. Tomatoes wise, these are doing well. I think these are the Roma tomatoes, these are doing well. These are the cherry tomatoes which are coming out, so hopefully these will, oh there's some there as well, so hopefully these will redden a bit. These are turnips or Swedes, and I think I put carrots on that side, or maybe more turnips or Swedes, but we've only got one side at the moment. Leeks are leaking. They seem to be doing well. I've got no concerns with them. They're standing up, they're doing well. I don't know how long they'll take to actually grow, but they seem to be okay. Yeah, happy with them. Just keep an eye on them. Pumpkins, let's see what's going on. So this one, I'll cut it off because we do have a pumpkin here, and it is growing nicely, so I just need to get a plank of wood to get it on so that we can keep it growing. So that's one from this plant and nothing else. Plant number 2 of Big Mac's has got 2 on it. It's got one here which seems to be doing okay. It's on the wood chip, so that should be fine for growing on. And then this one here has got a big one. I need to cut the comfrey down so it can actually get some sun. But this one here has got a big one. That one's died. Can you see that one's died, which is fine, but this one is growing nicely. So this is the one we need to keep an eye on. So pumpkin will need probably a couple of feeds this week. Sunflowers are still blooming, which is lovely, and the bees love them, so they're doing what they need to be doing. This is the baby boo and the Jack Be Little. Baby boos are doing really well. One there, one there, one there. The yellow ones are the Jack Be Little, but they're not very little. They're quite big. So I'm slightly concerned that they're not Jack Be Littles, but we'll see. One keeps trying to grow over, so I need to try and get it up the arch. I'm trying to get them so they'll climb up, and they're not really doing what they should be doing. See if I can, I don't know, hopefully do something. Sweet peas on this side are climbing, but not doing very much. This is the normal pumpkin. We've got one here, we've got one here. So I think I will cut this off to stop it growing anymore. other normal pumpkin is just growing. We may have one here, potentially. Let's see. We may have one there, but we'll see how it goes. This has all got grass in it. And weeds, which need to be picked up. This is the courgette that has been the one that I picked. Well, it was now. Halloween was it, I think? But that's gone. Courgette is finished. And that's the other pumpkin that's dead, but I'm just going to leave it. Blackberries. These will need to be harvested again. So this will be the third harvest of the blackberries. Probably get another pot. And these stems, let me show you. Whoa! Look at them. They grow massively. So this is another question. Blackberry bush, it's overgrowing and it's violating my plot. So could I chop it right back and stick it into a couple of pots? Could I break it up into a few blackberries, or is it just one massive blackberry? And is it these ones, these new shoots that need to go into the pots, or is it the old shoots that need to go into pots? The only good thing about the blackberry bush that I've got is that it's not a thorn one, so you can't hurt yourself, which is good. But obviously, it is just expanding. Or should I make some sort of structure, like a cage, to keep it caged? So let me know what you think. Flower-wise, in this bed, calendula is doing very well. As is the marigolds, absolutely beautiful. Lovely flowers. Thank you, Ali, for sending me the seeds to them. I've never grown flowers from seed, so that's good. I need to try and get this pumpkin without hurting the flowers. Let me just do that 1 sec. Okay, that's the pumpkin stuck up the archway, so hopefully it'll grow up and see what's going on. Okay, so next is the corn. It is corning away, which is good, and some of them potentially will need to be harvested soon. Every tassel relates to a kernel, but you have to shake the corn because it is wind pollinated, so you give it all a good shake to make sure that it does what it should do, and it should pollinate. I come shake this every time I come down to make sure that the corn's doing well. Looking inside, there's quite a few ones. There's a good one here. Look at this one. This is a massive one. It's not. I think it still needs a bit longer. So maybe in a day or two we'll have some corn harvest. And then we've got the onions, which have been drying out. But as you can see, a couple of them have rotted. So I'm going to get these in the shed to dry out again, because obviously it was completely dry. There was no forecast of rain, and then obviously it's been intermittent rain on and off. So let me get the corn onions in the shed. I will feed the I will water and feed the pumpkins, and then we will harvest the potatoes. We have a discovery. I decided if I'm going to take the onions into the shed that I will sort the shed out. I just thought I'll do it and then at least it's done. And look what I found. Wood. I knew I had wood for the bench. There's only 2 pieces. These are the old pieces. But I'm sure I can use, I'm sure I'll be able to use it if I just sort out this metal bit underneath here so that it'll hold it in place. I might need to get another bit of metal or something. But yeah, I knew I had wood already. So potentially that will be the shed, the bench. So now I just need some sanding to sand down the existing wood. I need something to clean up and paint the metal, and then I just need to decide on a colour of what to do. I'm not going to do the same colour as the shed. I'll have a look and see what might be quite nice against the black of the metal. But yes, that's one job that I don't have to worry about now. Okay, so let me get back to sorting out the shed so the onions can go in. So I can actually walk in the shed. It's not sorted, it's just I've just tidied it up so I can get the onions in. So this area here is all the bags, not bags, cardboard. These are the two things I got from my friend at work that potentially I'm going to fathom into a gate, not gate, a fence. God, I can't even talk today. A fence to go down there to try and stop the flow of the weeds. These are the floorboards and stuff that I brought up to the plot that we didn't use at the house. I'm thinking now I might put these floorboards on here. So take everything out, put the floorboards down, and then maybe put the carpet back down again, rug back down. It might look quite nice. Or I do have some of these tiles from the bathroom. There's 4 or 5 in there, and then there's 2 in there. So potentially put the tiles down here, or I could even put the tiles under the bench to make it look a bit more jazzy. But these are the onions. I'm really impressed actually with the onions. They're a decent size, most of them. Red onions are really good. Look at these. These 2 and this one are a really decent size. All the red onions were grown from onion sets, but I started them in little modules at the house for quite a while. So they were little onion sets in the modules, and then they were big. They grew quite big. If I find the video of what they looked like, I'll link it in the description below so you can see what I actually did. Some of the red onions are from seed and some are sets as well. I would hazard a guess that most of these are sets. I think the ones from seed didn't really do very well, so I think most of these are from sets. And especially the giant onion seeds for the giant onion growing challenge, that didn't work out at all. I had no success. I will try again this year, but I don't know what happened. I did it last year. I think I was number 11 or number 13 or something. I was just near the top 10 for size, girth and weight. And this year I did exactly the same thing. I didn't change my growing at all, and it was just rubbish. Absolutely. So it goes to show that sometimes it is just luck of what happens. But yes, onions are all nicely settled in here, and then obviously this area needs to be sorted out, but that will come on another day when I'm actually going to sort out the shed properly. And you can see my sign now that's been hidden. It says Mark's Allotment, where beautiful things begin. Trespassers will be composted. Yes, you will. Okie dokie. So it's absolutely boiling out there. Well, it feels boiling, but it is 18 degrees, so it's not very hot at all, but in the direct sunlight it is quite warm indeed. So I need to water and feed the pumpkins, and then we need to harvest the potatoes. So you've seen me watering, you know how to water, you've seen me feeding. The one I'm using at the moment is this one, the Turmeric concentrated tomato feed. I do normally use the seaweed feed, so I've ordered some more seaweed feed because that's quite good. But this, any sort of feed will do. 1 capsule per plant every week should be enough to keep them going, especially now they're getting to a decent size. So let me do that, and then I will bring you along to the potato harvest. So we've got a bit there and a bit there. They're all over the place. I can't remember what's what. I'll just earth these up a bit more as well, because I can see a couple of potatoes coming out that start to go green. And if they go green, they're not good for you. So I think that's it for day 1, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 2.